Hey guys, welcome to Brainy Fives, and here are the 5 most radioactive places on the planet. 5. Mayak, Russia. In 1957, this was the site of one of the world's worst nuclear accidents. Up to 100 tons of radioactive waste was released by an explosion, contaminating a massive area. There were a massive set of plutonium production reactors, fuel production facilities, and reprocessing and waste storage buildings. In 1957, a storage tank with highly radioactive liquid waste exploded. 217 towns and at least 272,000 people were exposed to chronic levels of radiation. The plume was 50 kilometers wide and 1,000 kilometers long. Between 1948 and 1956, radioactive waste was poured straight into the Teca River, the source of drinking water for many villages. It exposed 124,000 people to medium and high levels of radiation. Nuclear waste was also dumped into the lakes of West Siberia, where storms blew nuclear dust across a vast area around the lake. 4. The Siberian Chemical Combine, Russia. Mayak is not the only place contaminated in Russia. Siberia is home to a chemical facility that contains over 4 decades worth of nuclear waste. Liquid waste is stored in uncovered pools, and polymethane containers hold over 125,000 tons of solid waste, while underground storage has the potential to leak to underground water. This facility was part of the Russian nuclear program since the beginning of the Cold War. After almost 40 years of producing weapons-grade nuclear material, the reactors were shut down, and the facility now serves as a storage site for radioactive material and a uranium enrichment facility. In 1993, an explosion occurred at the facility, contaminating almost 120 kilometers of the surrounding province of Tomsk. Also, many minor accidents have led to plutonium going missing and explosions spreading radiation. 3. The Hanford Site, United States of America. The Hanford site was where plutonium was manufactured for the country's atomic bomb project and the Cold War. Most of the weaponry was not used, but the production alone did plenty of damage to its surrounding area. Leaks have contaminated the groundwater below it, and even though the site was decommissioned, it still holds much of the incredibly dangerous materials that it was used to make. The first 3 nuclear reactors on Earth were built at Hanford, with a total of 9 nuclear power plants being built there eventually. 2. Chernobyl, Ukraine. This is the place most people think of when they hear the phrase nuclear disaster. Over 6 million people were exposed to the radiation, and the death toll from the incident ranges from 4,000 to 93,000. The accident released 100 times more radiation than Nagasaki and Hiroshima bombs. Belarus absorbed 70% of the radiation, and the citizens have been dealing with increased cancer incidents ever since. The Chernobyl accident in 1986 was a result of a flawed reactor design that was operated with inadequately trained personnel. What makes the incident worse is the fact that it has been exactly 30 years since the incident occurred, and the area is still uninhabitable and extremely radioactive. 1. Fukushima, Japan. A 2011 earthquake resulted in what was the worst nuclear disaster since Chernobyl. 3 of the plant's 6 reactors melted down, and much of the radiation leaked into the surrounding sea. Radioactive material linked to the disaster was found over 200 miles away from the plant. It has been about 5 years since the nuclear disaster, and radioactive fluid is still leaking out and contaminating the waters and land surrounding the area. What's worse is the fact that the streams and seas near the area are also carrying the contaminated material and spreading it around. Thanks for watching Brainy Fives. If you like this video, learned anything new, or want more, feel free to subscribe, comment below, and give this video a thumbs up. If you want to find out more information about the places mentioned in this video, there will be a sources link in the description below, so you can click that right there. Click on the links at the website and you will get direct information about everything featured in this video. Once again guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to check out previous videos for awesome lists, countdowns, whatever you want, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.